Hey everybody, this is Dan for GemmyD on Cars. This is a fantastic day here in Mechanicsburg because of the weather. It's a beautiful day out, but we have right behind me, you can see this is a 2021 Audi RS6 Avant. This is essentially the holy grail of Audis. The United States never got this car until 2021. Europe and all the European countries have gotten an RS6 Avant for many years, but the US finally got this in 21. And I'm gonna say it right now, this is essentially the perfect daily driver car just because it has a 4-liter twin-turbo V8, 590 horsepower, 590 foot-pounds of torque. It'll go 0 to 60 in about 3.5 seconds. If you get the carbon ceramic brakes, you can do 191 miles per hour. I don't think this car is fitted with that because who really needs carbon ceramics on a daily? But this is one of those cars that when it came out, I thought to myself, man, if I ever get my hands on an RS6 Avant, that would be just incredible. I've owned an Audi for like 4 years now, so this is the holy grail of Audi. So let's take a look at the RS6 Avant. So when you talk about competition, you know, other classmates with the RS6 Avant, there's the E63, which has been sold in the US for a long time, many generations of that. And that is very comparable to this. That also has a 4-liter twin-turbo V8, but there's just something about this Audi. I don't know if it's just because it's been like the forbidden fruit that the US has never got. And the E63 is an insane vehicle also. That probably sounds a little bit better than this, but this thing sounds mean. My buddy Jake and I just took it around for a drive before we got started, and it is quick. I mean, and this is 5,000 pounds of car. That is the same weight as my Bronco, which is just insane that it can go that fast while being that big. So there's the E63, and then there's the Porsche Panamera Sport Turismo, but that has like added battery packs to get the most horsepower. That's like 670. So, but that's, you know, Porsches are well and good, but this Audi has, I'm gonna say it again, been the forbidden fruit of the United States, and it's finally here. All right, so let's talk about the styling of the RS6 Avant. Now, when you walk up to the car and you unlock it, the headlights do sort of a dance. Just take a look. LEDs sort of go crazy, and that's kind of like an Audi thing. But I mean, just look at the stance of this thing. It is low and it is wide, and it just looks fantastic. The design of this vehicle is by far a 10 out of 10. It looks really good in this blue color. I'm so glad it's like a nice sunny day. But yeah, this one has the black optic package, which the owner of this car has had several Audis that have the black optic package. That gives you the blacked out RS6 badge right there and the Audi rings. And I think it gives you the mirror caps and the diffuser in the back. But I mean, just look at this thing. They call it the long roof. It's just a beautiful car, very well done, partly because of the monstrous 22-inch rims and tires. I mean, just look how huge those brake calipers are. I don't know, I'll flash on the screen how big they are, but they are absolutely massive. I mean, this is a beautiful wheel design. I've said it before, Audi design, they don't really go crazy with the design of the car itself, but the wheels they do a very good job on. The headlights and the taillights they do a very good job on. But it's just a gorgeous car. Now you can see how the hips sort of jut out at the back right here. Just ever so slightly right there. It just looks so good. I mean, this is a beautiful car, and I really don't see these out on the road too often. But when you do, you're like, holy shit, there's an RS6 Avant. Now the back is similarly, I mean, just look how good these exhaust tips look. And you can even get this diffuser in carbon, which this car does not have, but it just looks so mean. It's hard to find a diffuser that looks really good, I'll say, and this one absolutely does. So here is what the exhaust sounds like. I've always been a fan of the oval-shaped taillight or tailpipes. You know, Audi R8s do that, and all the RS cars do it. There's actually an RS6 or RSQ8 over parked next to this guy. Maybe I'll pop a picture in. But yeah, Audi always goes crazy with the taillights, they do a little dance as well. There's your back Audi rings and sort of bar across that is part of the black optic package. But as far as looks go, I will say that I think this looks better than an E63. I think the Porsche Panamera wagon, the Sport Turismo, looks very good, but I mean, just there's something about this car, and just being as rare as it is, that we haven't had it for very long. But overall, fantastic design. All right, so this is the heart of the beast right there. The 4-liter twin-turbo V8, 590 horsepower, and also 590 foot-pounds of torque. Now, one thing I think when they came out with some RS models, they have what's called a 48-volt mild hybrid system. It's just a small additional battery that helps with your, I think, fuel economy. But when you buy a car like this, your fuel economy is, you know, who cares? It really doesn't matter at all. It goes first miles per gallon. But that also helps with the starter motor, and also with fuel efficiency and just getting this bad boy going, because you really want to have some grunt to go along with this huge battery. And I'm sure that will sort of trickle down into other Audi models. I would like to think in the future, you know, there are all electric Audi models. This one might be next. Maybe the next generation will be a hybrid supercar, I'll say, because this is essentially a supercar. But yeah, 0 to 60 in about 3.5 in a huge long roof Audi like this is just something special. Beautiful motor with the hot V setup. You can see the turbos are way down in the engine, so that the gas and air doesn't have to travel so far. But yeah, that's a big beast. I can't forget to mention that these are actually laser headlights. It says do not stare into beam. It's a class 2 laser product. Yeah, Audi has been killing the headlight design. I think BMW also does laser headlights, but that is awesome. All right, we're gonna check out the storage. 2 clicks there, opens it up. And I mean, look at this. This is absolutely huge. I will flash on the screen how this compares to like an E63, but this is huge. I mean, I'm no golfer, but I think you could fit probably 2, 3, 4 sets of golf clubs in there. I mean, nice little plastic thing right there. Yeah, I mean, if you're getting a car like this, you want to have the speed, but also the versatility. I mean, you could fit months worth of groceries in there. So let's take a look at the interior. All right, we're gonna check out the inside of the RS6, but you've got little kick plates right there on the mats right there. I love the silver trim, and I don't know what, this is like a carbon fiber texture. I don't know what it is, but it feels really good. So this interior layout is sort of simply what Audi has looked like in the past couple years. I know the RS Q8s or the Q8s have a similar design as this, and now the A6s and the A7s, but it definitely trickles down to all the other things. So let's just start her up. Yeah, that sounds better on startup. So you have ventilated seats, heated seats. I mean, it is 1,000 degrees in here right now. I'm waiting for the thing to go up. But yeah, this is what the dash looks like. Now this, of course, has Audi's virtual cockpit. You can go through a bunch of different things. You know, your gas, your media, your phone, your navigation. Now this button right here is where the magic happens right there. RS mode, this is obviously specifically for RS cars, but if I hit this button once, it changes the sound and it gives you like the fighter jet sort of tachometer right there. When I did my little spin, my pre-review spin, I got 1.13 on the G meter. Got the power percentage up pretty high. So this is what the center screen looks like. Now this does have the haptic touch, I'll say, which I don't know if I'm the biggest fan of. I kind of just want to click something and have it work. You really have to press hard. I'm sure you get used to that. And there's your HVAC controls. But yeah, the quality and the materials in here is excellent, and of course it better be for what you're spending for a car like this. You've got the RS and the seats right there. This beautiful quilted leather. I like the black interior, and the steering wheel feels very nice. Now we do have 8-speed dual clutch automatic. I haven't tried out the paddles yet. Maybe I will once we get it out on the road. But yeah, the quality in here is excellent. But like I said, it better be for what you're spending. So this is definitely a nice place to be. I'm not sure if I would prefer an E63 interior. I really like what they've done here. It just looks simple. This piano black stuff would get a little fingerprinty, but I mean, you're really just touching here. But I mean, what do you do with these areas? I like what Audi has done. Just make this one little simple line right there. It looks nice and clean. So yeah, the quality is decent. This does have the heads-up display. I think you can see it right there. Start to blink right there. That's a nice feature to have. So yeah, all right, let's check out the back seat. Checking out the back seat, I can finally get into the car. Now this is another plus, I'd say. Now this is, you know, I did that review of the 7 Series yesterday, and this is nearly not as big, but this is not bad at all. I'm gonna sit in, so I had the seat where I was, and this is really not terrible. I mean, if you're 6 feet tall, I think you could fit back here. Plus there's nice little knee holes right there. So this does have a full screen right there to go with the climate controls. This is a big child seat. Hi Graham, that's where you sit. Yeah, not bad. You do have the hater blockers right here, because you're gonna need that when people are looking at you. So this does have the dual panoramic sunroofs. I mean, this car literally has it all. This is pretty much a perfect daily driver. I'm gonna call it a supercar because the performance is there. So let's wrap up this video and get this out on the road. All right, so this is gonna wrap up just my quick walk around of this, the 2021 Audi RS6 Avant, and I'm gonna go ahead and say this is pretty much the perfect daily driver. If you have the need for speed, plus you also have family that you can put stuff in the back. I mean, this is a beautifully designed car inside and out. The speed and presence is there, plus the exclusivity and rarity of this, because it's only been out for a year or two. I gotta think in the next 5-10 years the values of these are going to go up a lot, because who knows what's next in the next generation A6. Maybe it'll be an electric, so this might be the swan song for the 4-liter V8. And I mean, this is just a fantastic car. Big thank you to Brad for letting me take a look at this. If you like videos like this, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram at GemmyD on Cars, and now stay tuned for the drive video of this. I am so excited. Have a good one. I'll see you later.